everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. I hope everybody's doing fine out there. But what's going on there? I don't know what the heck's going on with that. The computer is haunted. It's doing things on its own. All right, let's get some stuff straightened up here. And all right, get that out of the way so I can prep up for the news. All right. But first, let's say hi to everybody. Make sure we got everybody there. All right, first one in was Crew 1351, then Diana, then Kaylin, then Mark, then Howie, then Vanessa, then Sandy, then Daniel, and everybody saying hi to each other. That was left over from the Hack Tuesday night. Nah, I think one of the odd F keys up here got bumped when I dropped this up there, so bounced over and got it. All righty, so what else we got here? And Geeky Gardens made it in here. Hey, Jack. And I got 3 grandsons, just came in from riding their scooters out on the cement driveway there. So I told them they could watch TV, but they need to be quiet. But, when you have 3 of them, 2 of them are trying to talk to the third one. They're trying to talk over each other, so they get louder. And, y'all know how boys are. All right, let me grab one other thing here. All right, so I got a few news articles here. A bunch came from Kaylin, and got a bunch of others that I picked up, and even got some from the Epic Newsroom as well. All right, so hang on here. Let me get this in. There's the link there, Mark. He may or may not come up here and join it. All right. Here he comes. Boom. There he is.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me get rid of the lower banner. There we go. All right, first one. Headline: Local farming faces hidden fuel costs. And remember, this is from California. Local farming face hidden fuel costs. They face a bigger hidden cost from the great nuisance who has lowered the amount of water that they are allowed to use and charging them an arm and a leg if they go over. That's what's the hidden cost for farmers, not so much the fuel, because they've already been stocked up their 1,000, 2,000, or 5,000 gallon fuel tanks out on their farms. Those were already filled months ago, back during the wintertime when they had the winter blend selling for cheaper. They bought it. All right. So that's, we're starting off with a, fear porn leader. No. All right. Next one here. Early mosquito surge rises disease concerns across the San Francisco Bay Area, where they don't have enough problems with blood contamination going on with all the needles being given out and left everywhere in the city parks, all over the place. Again, thank you, great nuisance, for leading the state into a great decline of moral whatever. All right, hang on here, get that out of there. This next one, I gotta go. Oh man, it's been so long. So let's get in here and check. This one had several leaders on it. Here's what the leaders were on in the subject line: pole dancing squirrel, boy dives into water to save pelican, workplace attack. Which one of those do you think was the most important one?
Workplace attack.
And where did they put it? The last one going in?
I want to see the pole dancing squirrel.
No, they got a picture of the pelican that was saved.
The pole dancing squirrel is probably behind a firewall. You have to pay to see it.
Man captures pole dancing squirrel in East Bay backyard. Upload the video or download the video. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No.
No. So the boy jumped into water to rescue a tangled pelican in Alameda. And here's one. 38 ghost guns and 600 rounds of ammunition seized leads to federal charges for San Mateo City man. Oh, they're calling them ghost guns because
they can't track it.
They don't have to be. They're not serial numbered because they're not manufactured by a regulated manufacturer.
Yeah, Diana. Yeah. I'll pay extra money to see that.
Oh, let me take a quick look down here. High tides may bring flooding to Marin County coastline.
Why, is there a full moon?
No, just high tides.
Yeah. Must be that pesky global warming causing the high tides to rise every 12 hours.
All right, let me go ahead and close that out. Go back over here. All right. ER visits for for tick bites at highest level in a decade. What to know? What to know is that Mr. Gates has been releasing contaminated or infected ticks into the wild to try to track them so that they can get the proper vaccine out there for the people from the diseases he's been infecting the ticks with and releasing them by the millions into the wild.
Well, don't forget they put all this on the news, so now everybody sees a tick, they run to the hospital. So there's the fear porn factor there.
Yeah. And the thing is, there are some videos out there that show exactly where the uptick is, and look at this. 3 months ago, these guys were out there releasing them in the exact same area.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I think someone just ought to go ahead, some gutsy sheriff ought to go ahead and invite him in. Hey, come on, we want to tell you that. And as soon as he shows up, arrest him and charge him for felony child endangerment and attempted murder on everyone that's got bit by a tick so far.
Let's let him show us how nice those ticks are. Let's just sit them down in the middle of a field with a couple 100 million ticks around them and see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Next one here is from the Epic Newsroom. Second in command of ISIS has been unalived. He's been given his 72 virgins, which are all, I'm not going to go into that one here, but they're not female.
Nice.
All right. Potential Super El Nino coming faster than expected. What it means for California or California, about the same as it means for Arizona, New Mexico, Western Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Southern Utah, yeah. Same thing as it meant 3 months ago or 2 months ago when they said, we got a Super El Nino coming. Nothing's changed. It's just that it's moving faster than expected.
Yeah, but now they can say the Super El Nino is caused by climate change and SUVs, and now look what it's doing to California. They had a high temperature of 92 last Monday, and the average high was only 86. So it's a record. Look at that. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, it's all those electric vehicles with those hot electric motors and the hot transformers for the charging stations, and those super hot
solar panels reflecting
data centers that are just burning up the electricity and trying to and using up billions of gallons of water to try to stay cool. But that hot steam is being released into the air by the data centers, more heat than any gas-powered automobile ever thought of giving out. Oh. Which one is it here now? Airline ditches drink service. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Look, I'm gonna have to go into it. One of the airlines is it's a ditching drink service. No, they're expanding the limitation field from 200 miles flight to if the flight is less than 300 miles, you don't get free drinks and snacks.
Oh, you haven't got free drinks and snacks in a while. They just offer it. I guess shorter trips, they just don't even offer it.
Yeah.
And you can't bring your own.
You could get water for free at one time.
Ew, yeah, airplane water. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, that is. Hey, you can rent the Sharon Tate home for $247,500 a month.
Who?
No,
I don't even know.
Sharon Tate, where
that?
Charles Manson led his goofballs in there, and yeah,
okay.
Delta Airlines. It says scraps drink service on flights from some California airports. No, it's not just California. They're limiting, if the flight is less than 300 miles, they're not doing the food service, the drink service. So unless you have a medical condition where they got to pull out some water, but they got the little bottles of water, the little bottles of water.
Yeah, the little 4-ounce bottles.
Yeah,
they're limiting drinks. They're saying they're limited for some flights. Yeah, the flights that are less than 200 miles.
Yeah. Well, less than 300. It used to be just 200.
Or whatever.
Now they've increased the no drink zone. All right. I got several ones on this one here, so I got to find them all. I'll lead off with the first one. 5 dead, multiple wounded in California mosque shooting. All right, let me go and mark that. So I say, where is the update on it? The update, I know what it is. Maybe it's. I'll come across it when I start reading through it here. I don't see it here because I included it because it had more information. What I read on it is earlier in the day, they had been trying to find these two, the 17-year-old and 18-year-old. One or both had posted suicidal postings, and then wherever they were at, had been spotted. There was some gunshots away from the mosque, and the cops were trying to find them, and they got to the mosque first. So of the 5 dead, 2 of them are those 2 Nimrods. And they committed suicide, not by cop. They committed suicide by themselves. I can't find the other one here.
Wait. I have a joke. So if you decide to unalive yourself by using a pig, would that be considered suicide? Okay.
All right. Who's going to say you're fired, Mark? All right. Let me go ahead and do that. Next one here. This is what the headline says. 1 killed as winds reach 86 miles an hour. An unseasonable.
Unprecedented.
No, unseasonal, not seasonable. They don't. The person did not know the proper term to use. Unseasonal heat wave.
Wait, unseasonable?
Yeah.
I made a steak the other night. It was totally unseasonable. I couldn't put
Because
anything on.
it was beautiful about the seasoning.
That's right. I didn't need anything for it. It was unseasonable.
A squirrel moment here. Last Friday, when I took, was it Friday? I took all over to go up to some of the stuff to go shopping. Picked up 25% off a package of London broil. Those
Ooh.
are beautiful steaks.
You're
I
gonna
just
you're
cut
gonna
them in
hate,
half, and those were beautiful steaks.
you're gonna hate me. This one store used to be my customer. It's an hour and a half north of me, but it's only 30 minutes north of the cabin, and I'll be there all weekend having their biannual sale. I'm gonna be picking up New York strip
New
for
York strips.
$7.99 a pound, and ribeye for $8.99 a pound.
Oh, I remember when ribeye was cheaper than New York strip.
Right.
A lot cheaper, half the price.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
now it's
hang on a second here. Yeah, you didn't. What do you want? Can I go home? Yeah. All right. All righty. Let's see here.
I wasn't planning on buying anything when I went camping, but I told the wife about it, and I said I'll bring the 104 quart cooler. I said, but it's going to get packed with ice, and it's not coming home till Tuesday.
Yeah.
So she's like, she wants IRAD, she wants everything else they got up there too. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, next one here. Evacuation orders issued due to Southern California brush fire. It is a small brush fire. It's nothing compared to the ones going on over there in Oklahoma and Nebraska.
Yeah. Would they have a fire in a roundabout? Small cause traffic. Traffic backed up for 12 miles because of a brush fire in California.
No. What's going on is that what's the Waymo or whatever it's called, the driverless taxis.
Oh yeah.
They've been staging their cars off on residential streets, usually going into cul-de-sacs and back out, and cul-de-sac and back out, staging, driving around that area till they get called, causing congestion for people trying to get out of their houses.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some people backing out into them, or just going out there throwing out boards with nails on them for them to drive over.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Put on a Batman outfit and just jump up on the roof and start punching holes in it.
No, especially if they wait until the camera is by and the front camera is by, and they throw it under the back wheel.
Yeah, they got cameras on all sides of it. It watches
but it's
every
not
angle.
It's not going to realize as quickly.
Oh no, it won't realize it. It'll run over it, but they'll see the person doing it on camera because all that data is fed to, I don't know, some building with lots of data storage
in
capacity.
Overseas,
whatever,
in China,
it still goes there.
Yeah, but if you're wearing a Batman outfit, all points, bulletin alert for Bruce Wayne, aka Batman.
No, they'll think you're what's the guy running for mayor against Bass? They'll think it's him. I've seen some of those videos. Those are funny as hell.
All right. Let's see. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay. New education campaign launched about water quality in central Iowa. Doing stuff for testing the water and stuff and quality to teach people about. Oh no, do not dump your RV holding tank down the storm drain. But there's other stuff going on with it as well. Also from Kaylin, new program in Polk County is preparing adults for trade apprenticeships while preserving low-income housing in the area. That's a long article to go on, but now let me take a quick look here and see what it says here. That's on Iowa Public Radio email, the website, so you can read the stuff there. All right, back. New Hampshire high school students learn historic building techniques that current contractors don't know how to do. There are certain things for historic buildings you got to do a certain way, and most contractors in New Hampshire don't know how to do them. So they're training high school students. As soon as they graduate, they get a job, say, yeah, here's my certificate on working on this stuff as well as normal stuff. So that, I think, is pretty cool. Either that, or you can just go ahead and watch This Old House, binge watch 2 or 3 seasons a night, and just binge watch that, and you'll learn a lot. All righty. Where are we at here? We're down to 11 more to go. Are you prepared for severe weather? Polk County Emergency Management shares vital tool. So, like some counties elsewhere, they're getting on board and sharing information, and apps and stuff you can use. I like the in-house classrooms that some places are doing a little bit more. Besides, they download it right there for you. But they have a 3-hour class on things you can do to get prepared. Okay. Here's one. Kaylin sent this one. It's from Western Idaho, Mountain Home Air Force Base. There was an air show there, and there was a collision between 2 jets.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
they both got out alive, or all 4 of them got out alive.
All 4 of them got out alive. Yeah, the Rio and the pilot, or if you're familiar with Blue Thunder, the Jaffo and the pilot.
Yeah, one of the planes, they got too close together. They were doing their thing, like going one under the other, but he sliced into the undercarriage with his aileron.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they got stuck for a second. Fortunately, when the plane started to roll, the cockpits were aiming opposite directions at one point, so they were all able to get out in a different direction. Didn't like eject into the bottom of the plane above them like in some cartoons.
Yeah,
where your head pops up in the cockpit of the other plane.
what was not mentioned, and I did a deep dive on that, there was gusting wind over there in Western Idaho. Oh, it's nice and smooth. Whoosh! What was that? It was crosswind shear, not up and down wind shear, cross, gusts coming in. And they say they're thinking that contributed to it. All right, next one here. Here it is. Here's the second one. Yeah, frantic manhunt for suicide teen precedes deadly mosque shooting. Finally found it there. Yeah, so I already talked about that, about those 2 numbskulls. California ice cream ban issues national recall. Pints and quarts distributed to 17 states. I'm going to go into this one here.
Yeah, how many? Because of a possibility of something, or yeah.
Strauss Family Creamery recalled some of its organic ice cream due to the possibility of metal fragments in the product after the potentially tainted pints and quarts were distributed in 17 states. According to a volunteer announcement from the Petaluma company.
Call national campaign and pull it back because nobody got sick. But yeah, don't worry about anything else. That
wait a minute! Just take that super Earth magnet.
Yeah,
the container, if it goes, you got that shaving of metal in there. Yeah,
it's stainless. It's not magnetic. Come on, Gil. Know your metallurgy. Come on, man.
Know your super Earth magnets. They grab hold of copper even.
Well,
yeah. those suckers, those things are weird. It also actually creates a electrical current in the copper just by placing them near it.
Well, magnets do that to copper.
Yeah.
You drop a ring magnet down inside a copper tube, and it takes a long time for it to fall out. My daughter,
it starts oscillating like this as it goes down.
no, well, it creates a magnetic flux field. I showed that trick to my daughter, and when she was in like 11th grade, and she was like, "That's cool." Her first year in college, some class on metals and stuff, the teacher said, "Okay, he dropped like a coin down a copper tube, and it went right through and hit the floor. He's like, all right, I'm going to drop this magnet down here. Who wants to try to get up here quick enough to catch it?" My daughter raised her hand, and she was like halfway behind in the middle of the class. He's like, okay. So he dropped it. She stood up and walked to the front and put her hand under it and caught it. And the teacher's looking at it. My daughter's like, I've seen this one before. My dad taught me this a long time ago, but now I want to know why.
Yeah.
So there is that.
All right. So back to the ice cream. So the lots hit the shelves May 4th, distributed to retailers in Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, New Jersey, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, Washington, and Wisconsin.
Wait, is that the same ice cream that Nancy Pelosi had in her freezer in 2020?
No. No. That's the mint chip version, but that's the company. And the product is all these are ice cream, not popsicles or any other stuff. Vanilla bean, strawberry, vanilla bean pint, strawberry quart, strawberry pint, cookie dough pint, Dutch chocolate quart, and mint chip pint. So they all have expiration dates in December of this year. So if anybody happens to get that,
no.
Check it against the ones I just read off there. It's on the Food and Drug Administration's website too, so you can go over there and find out exactly which ones they are. And they do have the UPC codes on it as well, so you can look it up and see if you got it or not. All right, let's go back to the other side here. All right, let's see. This one here, I'm apologizing for it. It pisses me off no end. But it pisses me off at both of these in it. 12-year-old sexually assaulted in dorm. She was saying she was 17, almost 18, to the guy she met at some place.
Yeah,
and
a frat party.
Not a frat party, no. They met online first, and they met in person somewhere, and he wound up taking her back to his dorm room, and he's been arrested. She says she was 17, almost 18. No, she's 12. And that's another reason I don't believe anyone under 18 should be wearing makeup. All right, this is going to bear with me on this one here. The headline is Trump drops $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS. IRS, as part of him dropping it, the IRS forever barred going after his family, and they set up a $1.8 billion fund for any other political person who has been targeted illegally by the IRS under orders of any congressman or senator
Huh.
So you know Trump's not the only one, but there have been others, and so this is a fund to help them, whatever, you know, regain loss or whatever else. But Trump dropped his lawsuits. All right, you're going to create this fund, and you're going to leave me the hell alone, and I'm not going to sue you for $10 billion. And he would have won too. Where are the parents? Not mentioned in the article.
She probably lied to him, said she was going to her friend's house for the night, and the parents don't want to get involved because they don't want to upset the child. And then she went to this other guy. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. All right. So here in Idaho on Tuesday, we had our primary elections with local measures and propositions and stuff. Contra Costa County, where the staff sergeant is, voters, and this pisses me off, this headline, the way it's written. Contra Costa voters face high stakes open space decision. And then it goes on into it, could reshape, it says the June ballot fight could reshape Contra Costa's future for decades. No, they're voting, do you want to extend this one from before, which has reached its twilight time frame where it has to be put on the ballot again? And so a yes means, yeah, we want it to continue for another 15 years. And it's basically protecting open spaces, farms, ranches, and stuff like that from being able, developers even to come in and buy them. Nope, sorry, you can't even buy these ranches and stuff. They're protected, or you can buy it, but you got to use it as a ranch and everything else, and you can't run it into the ground on purpose. And so they're making it sound like, oh, this is going to do all this kind of, and one of the ones against it being in is that it's going to prohibit the building of low income housing way out in the middle of the farms and stuff, or up on ridge lines. No, there ain't going to be no income housing built in any of those places ever.
Well, low income meaning they make under $10 million a year.
No, they're talking Section 8.
I know what they're talking, but they say low income. They don't say Section 8. They call it low income. They don't have a definition of that.
Yeah. All right. Justice Department indicts Raul Castro for the 1992 shootdown of two Cessnas because he was the head of the military at the time and ordered it of the Brothers Against Borders, whatever, where they go out and anyone that's trying to rowboat away from
Cuba,
get out so far they can, with the pontoons on the Cessna, land, pick the people up, and they shot down two and they missed the third one. Yeah. So they've indicted him and they're taking him to international court and the whole 9 yards.
Well, first they got to go get him. Oh wait, that'll be
SEAL Team 6 again.
Yeah, that'll be like June 5th.
Yeah,
give or take.
Yeah. All right. This one threw me off at first, so I went in and read everything on it. Headline. This is on the Epic Newsroom. Breaking. State Department issues alert over virus outbreak. It's not what you think. I'm thinking, what the hell? And I said, because I figured it was what we were thinking. No, this is over Ebola in Africa.
Yeah.
So anyone coming back from visiting Africa, even if they go to Italy for a month, they have to fly into Washington Dallas Airport, where they have Customs and Border Patrol has a medical facility there where they get taken into and they get tested and everything else for Ebola before they're allowed to come into the country.
So it's Ebola, not Ebola. Just saying.
Oh, whatever.
You make it sound like a foodborne illness. I got Ebola.
I'm sorry. I actually went and looked at one of the news clips, and that's what they're saying. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just echoed what the left wing news commentator.
I just like to make fun of you.
News in her low cut top and micro mini skirt. Let's see here. Get rid of that one. Headline: Major California fast food chain closures loom. Bankruptcy filing shows. And that is Carl's Jr. in California. And not the whole franchise. These are not the company. These are a bunch of individual franchises that are owned by one specific group that, and they're, yeah. And the last one. This is funny. Hang on, let me get this set up. See if I can bring that up here for you. Yeah. Crane driver DUI crash. CHP. Yeah. The guy was driving drunk in a crane, a rubber tired crane.
Oops.
And crashed it. Yeah. Guaranteed, he's lost his job. His wages are going to be garnished till he pays for replacing that crane. And nobody's going to hire him where he has to do driving for a job.
They won't hire him to do anything for a job having to do with a crane.
Yeah. Okay, let me take a quick look up here before I switch over. Nothing there. Okay. Drop that down. Bring this up. I've been working hard on the out in the yard and stuff and dealing with the grandson. So I haven't been perusing Facebook as much. So let me get this. I hate it when stupid Microsoft stages an update and it screws up all your settings on your computer, even though it hasn't loaded in. Okay, so let's go with this one here. Start off with this one. Come on. There it goes. I saw this and I could not help. Hang on, I went a little bit too much there. There we go. I couldn't help but just bust up laughing over this. And it may be a little hard for you to read. I'll start reading this. Wyoming speed limit, right lane, 70 to 80 miles an hour. Middle lane, 85 to 90 miles an hour. Left lane, whatever your truck can do. Passing lane, watch out for antelope. You all drive however fast your diesel wind resistance and cowboy hat allows. Unspoken Wyoming rules. 5 over the speed limit. Just getting started. 10 over standard Wyoming speed. 15 over headed to Jackson Hole. 20 over outrunning tourists to Yellowstone.
Nice.
Sun, blizzard, wind, dust, or wildlife. We drive through it because this is Wyoming. Welcome to Wyoming, where there are 3 people per square mile, all of them driving fast. Wyoming Department of Transportation. Like I said, I have a feeling this is totally fake, but whoever did this, I mean, the detail on the sign is good. It's not your normal, guy making one up on his, on his computer. This is some good detail, and because it's sitting crooked to the a little bit off the road there, so it gives, yeah. So, anyways, it's not square. It's actually angled, so when you look at it, it looks like it's actually on the side of the road. Again, another one coming out about bees, and particularly the rust patch bumblebee, is now on May 15th became a federally endangered species. Range loss, devastating shrinkage. Before 2000, the 28 states here on the left, the orange ones, is where it could be found. 90% gone. It's the first bumblebee enlisted endangered in the continental United States. These little red dots over here on the right is the areas where they found them. An identification guide. It has the the thing in the middle of its crap. Is that thorax? Whatever it is behind the hind legs there, the butt of it. There's a rust spot right in the middle of its back. You can look up a photo of the rust patch, and they have where is it here? Right, it's not on this. It must have been on the header of it. Had the a place where you see any, you can report them. Hey, I've saw 2 of them here, so they can take actions against anybody spraying in the area. But yeah, oh, there it is. Upload, photograph it from the top, side, and head. Upload to bumblebeewatch.org. So that's that one. The top one, this is perfectly fine, yet somehow this is the problem. Chemicals, nature. Crap, nature.
Huh.
Carcinogen, nature. Yeah. Oh, after this next one, I have I think I have it. Okay. And this was someone's thing up here. Once farmland is gone, there's no way to get it back. Solar panels belong on roofs, not on farmlands. Data centers belong in cities, not out in the country.
They belong up in space and out in the middle of the ocean, or at the bottom of the ocean. That sounds like a better plan.
And that's the end of that. So hang on, let me pull something else here up real quick. Take that out. Drop that. What was that? There were 2 things I did find. Okay. What is America's it ain't gonna work. I can't do that. America's #1 strawberry is linked to cancer. The company, because what they do to that strawberry is a crime.
Is that D word?
No, it's a bunch of stuff.
Bunch
of chemicals.
The company, is it the
company? I believe it is. Yes. And
Shocker.
they sell it under everybody else's names too.
Yep.
Or they sell it to the companies and they put their own, they label it. But yeah, it's it's got chlorine in it. It's got all these things. It's got heavy metals in it because of what they do to it as they harvest it to preserve it so it stays fresher longer on the shelf.
Mm.
Yeah. So so basically right now it's like strawberries, suck. Store-bought, that is.
Well, they always did because they pick them when they're white. There's no flavor in them. They turn red in the bucket at a certain time, and then they put it on the shelf. Say, look, they're fresh strawberries. Yeah, freshly picked 4 months ago and sprayed with garbage.
Yeah.
Ripened in your refrigerator in a box.
Trying to find this other one here. There was another one here. I was going to bring it. Oh, I just saw one today, and I forgot. I didn't copy it over because the guy he had put a total AI voice on it instead of voicing it himself, and it was mispronouncing everything.
Huh.
Do you guess how what it called Mount St. Helens?
Mount St. Helene.
Mount Street Helen.
Ooh, I knew Street Helen once.
I mean, it's going, and it got worse. That was the first one. I heard a couple others. No, and I didn't do it. But they're talking about. I can't even remember where it was. British Columbia. In British Columbia, a volcano that hasn't been active in a long time is more active right now than Mount St. Helens was prior to it going kaboom. I mean, they got steam vents popping up everywhere. It's pretty bad up there.
And there was some stuff going around about that when we had those pop-up forest fires that were literally in the middle of nowhere. There were hot spots there.
Yeah.
That just appeared and disappeared, like because of vent or something, and then stuff caught on fire. And there was nobody. There was no people out or anything nearby for like 80 miles.
Oh, that's something else I can look up here though. Steam. Okay. So in Colorado, there's a place called Steamboat Springs.
Yeah.
And it got its name from Mark Twain, who was there, because the vents and stuff of the guys. It was like the one geyser there was like a number 2 or number 3 geyser in the United States back in Mark Twain's day. And he goes, sounds like a steamboat, and so they call the place Steamboat Springs. Well, for decades there's been no surface activity at all.
Until yesterday.
They put a well down to draw off the hot mineral water for the spa there, and now there's the guy cracks in the surface, and even going into one of the paved roads or driveways, and they're measuring it. Okay, this is 208 degrees at 7,000 foot elevation, and they go, so that's basically boiling down there. And they're talking about it and stuff, and they go, it's getting, it's activity there is increasing as well.
Yeah, and the whole top of the plateau will slide off into the valley here.
Man, it is a valley because
they got ski resorts. 7,000 feet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got it's in a valley, and there's ski resorts on either side of it, but the spring and everything is down in the valley. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. There's some interesting geological stuff going on. And there was a 6.6 earthquake this morning on the southern East Pacific Rise, which means it's out in the middle of nowhere in the Pacific, down near Antarctica.
Yeah.
Nobody felt nothing anywhere.
The penguins did.
No, too far out for the penguins to feel. But yeah,
the penguins are so sensitive.
No, that's snowflakes.
We can't go to Antarctica freely at all on your own because you're going to scare the penguins. No, it's what you thought of a joke. I'm like, what I just said was not that funny, but you're literally not allowed to go to Antarctica.
Brothers.
Yeah.
The Nun. What do they call the Nun?
Penguin.
What did Jake and Elwood call her?
The penguin.
The penguin. Oh, come on, penguin. Whack, whack, whack. Okay, I'm sorry. I just happened to see a video that was, they were highlighting that their interaction, and then the two of them falling down the stairs in the desk chairs. For those of you that haven't seen the Blues Brothers, good movie.
Dan Aykroyd, John
Belushi. Mighty Mac. everyone in the rest of the people in the bands are real professional musicians that used to tour with them when they went out and did the Blues Brothers tours. But yeah. All right. I can't think of much else here. Tomorrow night over on Camp Patton Family Compound is going to be Homestead Update. And yeah, I spent a lot of yesterday. I went out. Oh, I'm going to hop on the tractor for a little bit. Not sure how. It's not going to show. You can't see it. I went out there with a short sleeve shirt on. It's bright red right through here.
You're a ghost.
But yeah, I'm going to go out there for just an hour to do stuff. 5 hours later, ow, why do my arms hurt? Not realizing it was surface, I thought it was muscles because, run the tractor and everything. And yeah. But so that's tomorrow night. We're going to talk about Homestead Update, things getting done, getting ready to do, and all other fun stuff here. Come on, get up here. There it is.
I'm heading out to the cabin tomorrow night. Uncle Richard gets over here probably about 6, 7 o'clock.
Cool.
Yep, I'll be all packed up. We're getting out there. And instead of just hanging out, we're going to go shopping for meat on the next morning. Go up and buy a whole bunch of meat and fill up the 128-quart cooler with meat and ice. And, yeah, it's going to live in the cooler. We might actually have to light a fire in the fireplace tomorrow night because it's going to be like 40.
Yeah, we have coming here. We had a freeze not last night, the night before we had a freeze, and I moved the IBC tote back in the shop again. It's back out again. The low tonight is 34 degrees. Then it starts going back up into the Sunday is 47. No, yeah, Sunday's 47. Monday here is 48. Tuesday night it dips down a little bit because there's a chance of rain. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday. So the lows right at 40. Highs is still up in 68 or so. Sunday hits 80 when the boss is here.
Yeah, Friday, it's supposed to be like 45, 46. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night's 56. Monday night's 59. Okay, it's going to warm up a little bit for Monday so we can come home on Tuesday. But yeah, I'll actually have to undo everything I piled on top of my wood stove because I'm like, I won't need this the rest until next fall. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to unpile all the crap off there so we can throw a couple logs in there and warm the place up.
Yeah. Jack, during my junior and senior year, I was in Fredonia, Arizona on the north rim of the Grand Canyon. That area is called the Arizona Strip because the Grand Canyon cuts it off from the rest of the state. As soon as it got above 50 degrees, everybody was outside in t-shirts after the winter. And so we all through spring into summer, we've been out there tanning for months and months. They built the new high school there during this time, and had all these guys from Phoenix, Arizona, who've been used to working all spring out there, down there without shirts on, come up there and go, hey, you're at 7,500 foot elevation. There ain't no air up here to filter it out. But we're all been working down there. Yeah, well, you're 5,000 feet higher, and you're going to burn. Next day, they all come walking in. Ow, ow, ow. They were fried after working all day without their shirts on.
Told ya.
Mm-hmm. All right. Saturday, here on Gray Man Prepping, after the super hurricane, what are your plans? Monday is Memorial Day. Not doing anything on Camp Patton Family Compound. We're giving it a pass. Tactical Tuesday is build your skill bank, and then back to next Thursday for Midnight Ride number 22. Yeah, 22. This is the 21st Thursday of the year so far. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow evening on Camp Patton Family Compound at 8 o'clock Eastern. All right, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you around.
Good night.